What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well on this fine evening. I want to do a review on Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, this is the most anticipated movie of the year, and it features two titans going up against each other. Two legendary titans, I should say. No pun intended to the film franchise. But it's about these two creatures going up against each other, and one will fall, as the tagline will say. But I've always been a fan of anthropomorphic creatures like gorillas and apes and lizards and different types of creatures. I'm a big fan of the Planet of the Apes franchise as well because I've got several of the comics. And I remember as a little kid, I saw Godzilla versus Kong like back in the 1930s when it was made. And I've always been fascinated by two creatures who were so huge and they wanted to try and tear the world apart. And I've always been a fan of these creatures who want to try to make the world a better place or to try to better it in their own mind. So as you all know, I'm a big nerd, so I've always been a fan of those types of things. But apparently this one takes place, of course, in the modern era as well. And so this is actually the sequel to Godzilla King of the Monsters, which came out in 2017. I did see this one back in theaters, and I saw Kong Skull Island with my friends as well, which was actually really good. And this is also takes place during the MonsterVerse as well. Legendary actually produced the MonsterVerse franchise, so it's really good, and I definitely recommend you guys seeing it. And again, I'm not gonna detail any spoilers or give out any type of spoilers what happened in the movie because I hate spoilers myself, and I don't want to try and spoil it to everybody else, even my own friends or my family. I would never do that to anybody in particular because I'm not a punk, so you know. But to make the long story short, it's actually about these two titans going up against each other. Godzilla has snapped, and no one knows what's going on with him because in the last movie, he was depicted as a hero. But this time, he's depicted as a villain. No one knows why he snapped or why he mysteriously lost it. So they wanted to take Kong into a place called Hollow Earth. Now, Hollow Earth is actually suggested as an entire hollow or substantial interior space. This was also debunked it by mathematician Edmund Halley. But it was also debunked by another fellow mathematician named Pierre Bourget. This is back in the late 1700s where two scientists were coming together trying to figure out if the earth was hollow or not. But to make the long story short, that was where they wanted to take Kong in the first place, to try to keep him safe. And so they wanted to take him to Hollow Earth to find a substantial energy source to figure out why Godzilla has snapped in the first place. So these two creatures going at it, basically tearing each other apart. So yeah, it's a great versus series, and I definitely recommend you guys watching it because it's definitely really good. I definitely want to take a date to see it too, so I don't mind watching it more than once. You can take your friends or anybody else in particular, but it's really good. I definitely will recommend you guys watching it, and I'm going to do more movie reviews in the future as well to give my take on it, but I'm going to have to give it a rating of a 90% for sure. Like, if I have to give my own Rotten Tomatoes review of a certain movie, depending upon how good it is, I definitely would give this one 90%. So I haven't checked what Rotten Tomatoes review is like or what they've ranked Godzilla versus Kong. I'm not for sure what their rankings are, but for me personally, considering I'm a big fan and speaking as a fan, that's what my rating would be with 90%. So the MonsterVerse franchise is kind of similar to the MCU and how they do their movies, like how Marvel Comics do their movies, like how it started off in Phase 3, Phase 2, Phase 1 back in 2008 with Iron Man, and then it culminates all the way up to Phase 3, and now they're doing Phase 4, which is on Disney Plus, starting with WandaVision all the way up towards the Winter Soldier and Falcon, which those are good too. I definitely recommend you guys watching that too. But I'm gonna do more movie reviews. I'll even do Marvel reviews as well, like Marvel Comics reviews and DC reviews and everything else. So whatever you guys want to know or whatever you guys want to hear me talk about certain things, just write on the comments below. Comment below. Let me know what you guys want me to do. and we can just go from there. And just let me go on the bottom of the comments what you guys think of the movie, or have you guys already seen the movie already, Godzilla versus Kong? Comment below. Let me know what you guys think, and just let me know if you guys seen the movie, or you haven't seen the movie, or you're going to watch the movie and sometime later in the week or the weekend or whenever you guys get a chance. You get off work, or if you're at lunch or whatever the case may be, just let me know. Comment below if you guys have seen the movie already, and I'm gonna do more reviews in the future. So yeah, if you guys have any feedback for me, just let me know, and we'll get it cranking and we'll keep each other posted. Until then, peace and love, my friends.